iCarly is one of Nickelodeon's most successful shows, but that never stopped them from trying to hide some behind-the-scenes secrets from you. Stay tuned to see why Jennette McCurdy didn't like her stunt double. New to the Trendy? Remember to give us a like and hit the subscribe button to see more great videos. Now, on to 10 behind-the-scenes secrets in iCarly Nickelodeon Tried to Hide. Sam's number is real. iCarly creators are geniuses when it comes to the small details. You've probably already heard that all the websites mentioned on the show will redirect you to iCarly.com. But here's an even crazier detail that we can't even believe the creators took the time to do. Sam's phone number from the show is real. When a phone number is mentioned in a show, it's usually a fake number. However, the talented minds behind iCarly decided to make Sam's phone number the real deal. Go ahead, dial 503-664-0452. You'll get Sam's voicemail, followed by a message saying that she never ever checks her voicemail messages. So no, you won't actually reach actress Jennette McCurdy. However, we think that it's still fun to leave a message. At some point, someone at iCarly is going to have to listen to the hundreds of fan messages on there. Food snob. Jennette McCurdy, the actress who played Sam Puckett on iCarly, was almost always eating in every take. She admitted in an interview with RadioFree.com that even though the props department tried to make the food taste good, it usually didn't. Jennette said that she differs from her character in that she doesn't like to eat all of the weird foods that Sam loves. She told HuffPost that the worst thing that she ever had to eat while acting was vegan sloppy joe and waffle sandwiches. And what was the best thing? She admitted that it was those famous spaghetti tacos. In her own words, I was certainly apprehensive at first, as you can imagine, because why would spaghetti tacos be a thing that you're not apprehensive about? But I did eat them for the scenes, probably sometimes too many of them. Well, at least now we all have some inspiration for tonight's supper. Shay's apartment building. The apartment building where Carly lives in the show actually exists, but it's not where you think it is. In the iCarly universe, Bushwell Plaza is located in Seattle, but in real life, it's actually located over 1,000 miles away. The real building, which is used for the exterior shots in the show, is located in Los Angeles, California. The real building is also known as the Eastern Columbia Building or the Eastern Columbia Lofts. It's an Art Deco building that was designed by Claude Bielman in the 1930s. Post-production even had to digitally alter the building's sign to make it say Bushwell. Want to go visit it yourself? It's located at 849 South Broadway in LA. The building is absolutely stunning, and it's largely considered to be one of the greatest surviving Art Deco buildings in the City of Angels. The end. Dan Schneider is one of Nickelodeon's greatest assets. Although many fans felt that iCarly ended abruptly, Dan said that he always knew from the beginning that this was how he wanted the show to end. Goodbye was the show's finale special that lasted over 2 episodes. It did so well that it was the highest rated episode in the last 15 months of the show. So how many years prior did Dan figure out how he wanted to end iCarly? In a blog entry titled Goodbye, Dan wrote about his vision for the end. He said that it would finish with Carly hearing her dad's voice, turning, breaking into a huge smile, yelling "Dad," and running into his arms. And he's been imagining it that way since he first came up with the idea in 2008. He continued on to talk about how surreal it was to actually shoot that scene 4 years later in 2012. Dreams do come true, people. No monologues, please. Most actors would beg for the chance to have lots of lines on camera to be able to show off their acting chops. But Jennette didn't feel that way about her monologues in iCarly. She told HuffPost, "If I ever saw a long paragraph, I was like, ugh. It just messed with the timing. It takes so long, and I had to rush through to get to the beat." When asked what was her favorite line to say in iCarly, she admitted that she liked when she had to call herself Mama. And who wouldn't? Though she hates long dialogue, Jennette can clearly handle any text she's given. That's why she eventually received her very own spin-off show, Sam and Cat. She even won 3 awards for her performance as Sam on iCarly. Those awards included Favorite TV Sidekick at the Kids' Choice Awards and the Laugh Out Loud Award. Keep doing your thing, Jennette. We all love you. Panties. Here's another behind-the-scenes secret involving the lovely Jennette McCurdy. She hates the word panties. We think that this word is particularly fun to say, but Jennette had never even said it before she was on the show. Jennette and Miranda were both hired on iCarly when they were just in their early teens. She remembers seeing the word in the script and wondering if she was allowed to say it. She even personally asked Dan Schneider if she was allowed to say it on air. We can only imagine his reaction, but things have changed majorly for this star since then. She even told E! News that she doesn't want to be a role model. Come on, Jennette. Please don't have your very own version of Miley Cyrus's bangers phase. The butter sock. The iconic butter sock is a prop in the show that's used by Jennette's wacky character, and it's exactly what it sounds like, a sock filled with a stick of butter. But something that the iCarly creators don't want you to know is that what's actually inside the sock is much worse than butter. In real life, the sock is filled with batteries placed in styrofoam and wrapped in duct tape. Yes, you heard right. Doesn't that sound tremendously worse than just a good old stick of butter? Jennette sat down with Huffington Post and told them the truth about the notorious butter sock. She also admitted that a certain someone may have received some unintentional hits from her battery sock. Jennette said, "I feel like Nathan Kress was probably the receiver of the few accidental butter sock whacks. Ouch. That would definitely hurt. And Nathan, who plays Freddy in the show, probably wished that it was made with real butter instead. But actors are willing to do anything for a funny take, right?" An obsessed fan. Every Hollywood actor has an experience with an obsessed fan. However, there was one fan who took things way too far for Miranda Cosgrove's liking. Miranda, who plays Carly on iCarly, received chilling messages from a stalker. He even included some horrifying pictures in them. Miranda said that this fan followed her everywhere and even threatened to electrocute himself to prove his love for her. She took him to court in 2014 and had him given a restraining order. Joshua Stockton is the stalker's name, and the judge ordered him to stay at least 100 yards away from Miranda at all times. Thankfully, it's a permanent restraining order, which hopefully puts Miranda's mind at ease. She said that her crazed fan is not living in the real world. He was not only a danger to her, but to himself as well. We think that the court made the right decision to protect our beloved Miranda. Adult jokes and innuendos. Adult jokes and innuendos can be found everywhere throughout episodes of iCarly. While the show was created for a younger audience, that didn't stop the creators from putting inconspicuous adult content in there. The actors admit that they didn't know the jokes were there and just went with it. For instance, doesn't the book 50 Shades of Beige sound similar to the adult novel 50 Shades of Grey? Smosh outlined a list of all the adult jokes in the sitcom, and it's a pretty long list. Actor Jerry Traynor, who played Spencer Shay, was responsible for saying most of these jokes. That was probably because he's an adult, and it would have been weird if they had things said by the teen cast instead. Our personal favorite is when they named an episode Eyeballs. They somehow managed to make a kids show into an adult comedy. We can understand why these behind-the-scenes gems can sometimes be controversial. Double take. The best behind-the-scenes secret is that a man played Jennette's stunt double on set. Generally speaking, this is quite controversial. Women are underrepresented in film and should be given roles that are fit for them. However, the role of Sam required a stunt double who could perform difficult moves. Sam had to once pick up another character, put them over her shoulder, and run out of the room. They thought that having a male stunt double dressed up as Sam would somehow make things easier. Jennette said that she actually did most of her own stunt work, but the stunt double was there for the moves that she couldn't pull off. And what does she think about her stunt double? Jennette said that her confidence plummeted when she first saw a man step in to fill her shoes. But this funny lady wants us all to know that it was always her on camera whenever Sam was running around with a hammer or sledgehammer. You go, girl. Maybe you'll be able to one day do the heavy lifting too. That's a wrap on 10 behind-the-scenes secrets in iCarly that Nickelodeon tried to hide. Which secret shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.